Hello there, everyone. TheAndrata here, and welcome back to episode 81 of our All the Mod 6 to the Sky Let's Play series. Where today we are continuing with Mechanism. So I was able to get this radioactive waste barrel set up here as a buffer as I intended. I also made a Geiger counter just so we can keep an eye on our radiation. What happened is I was able to, I set up basic pressurized tubes and I ran those all the way over here to this guy. So he has the basic pressurized tubes, putting the nuclear waste into him. So that cleared the pipes. And so then I was able to break them and put the radioactive waste barrel there. The reason I went with the basic pressurized tubes is these have a buffer of 512 buckets per segment of pipe. So for example, 512 buckets here, 512 buckets here, 512 buckets here, here. Each one of these can hold 512 buckets. And so what can happen is you can end up with a massive backstuffing of like nuclear waste inside of them. And we don't necessarily want that. It's just better to not. So each one of these green pipes, the basics, only have a 16 millibucket buffer. So, or 16 bucket buffer, 16,000 millibuckets. So it's a little better. And I did try the gas pipes too, by the way. It does not work. They will not interface. It makes sense. You know, part of the whole thing is to not, to figure out how to manage it without breaking those. So it makes sense that it's not in there. But one thing we want to do is head home real quick. And I want to teach the system how to make these radioactive waste barrels. Radioactive waste barrels. Just so that it's, we have them available to craft as needed. Because we're going to need to set some of them up. Like, we're going to need basically kind of sort of this whole bottom of this is going to be set up with radioactive waste barrels so that we can pipe in the spent nuclear waste that we're going to end up with from this whole process. Because part of our setup here, we need this improbable probability device, right? And this guy is going to require us to make the solar recharging unit, which requires us to get 3 polonium pellets. Polonium pellets come from a pressurized reaction chamber of just water, polonium, and then fluorite dust will get us a polonium pellet. We don't need much fluorite dust, just 3 really, and a bucket of polonium. However, at the end of this, we're going to end up with a bucket of spent nuclear waste, so we have to take care of that. So let's go ahead and get this pressurized reaction chamber. Let's actually go ahead and kick on our reactor, and we may turn it down. Reactor, you're cool and all, but like, give me your, just a little bit loud. I think that's better. Yeah. So we got polonium being produced. Pretty cool. And we have 2 of our 1,000 buckets that we need. Yay. So let's get a pressurized reaction chamber cooked up real quick. Dynamic tank. Need a bunch of steel, apparently. Enrichment chamber, pressurized reaction chamber. You need this dynamic tank. We're almost there. Okay. So the pressurized reaction chamber, and real quick, since we've had issues in the past, let me make sure my mic is recording. Okay, cool. Scares me, man. Every time now. So this is the output, because the solar neutron activator, as you can see, it does not have any kind of output UI or anything like that. So this is where stuff outputs from. Keeping in mind, polonium is also radioactive, so we do not want to mess this up. So what we need to do is get polonium put into this guy, and we really only need this for the 3 buckets, and then after that, we don't need polonium again. So we're going to see how we can manage this in a way such as we set it up and then we can get rid of it. If we were going to make the mech suit, you would want more polonium, but I don't see a need to make the mech suit because, I mean, we're pretty much darn OP as is anyway. We can't auto pull, so I need to set this up here. And then fluid pipe to you, and then you. And that should get the water going in there. Okay, so we have our water. And it's been a minute. I had to go and I forgot to pause this. How are we doing? Oh, goodness gracious. We're backed up. We're backing up, guys. We're backing up. We're going to turn that off. Okay. Whew. So we got a lot of nuclear waste ready to go, ready to be cooked. And we could set up more of these solar neutron activators if we really wanted to. No big deal doing that. But what we want to do is... I really just want 3. How much can you hold? I really just want 3 buckets of this stuff in here. So what's going to happen is I'm going to set up a pipe here, and then that pipe is always going to have fluid in it. So what if I don't? What if I... Yeah, because I can't... This won't auto output, and this won't pull. So what do we do? How do we solve this problem here? I guess we just let it back stuff. Like, what else are we gonna do? It's just gonna have to back stuff on polonium here. It looks like it's probably 10 buckets here. The pipe can back stuff. That's fine because then that pipe can then be ran to our super critical phase shifter. But maybe I don't want this to sit here then. If that's the case. It's this machine not having any outputs that's the hard part. And being unable to move anything once it's done. So you really got to plan it, like I said. Um, Yeah. Okay. All right. I guess that's it. Let's get a ultimate. Yeah, we'll get ultimate pressurized. We'll get a buffer of polonium. No, let's not do that. Let's do this. Oh, these only have an 8 bucket capacity, by the way. We're gonna set that up there. Now you have polonium. This is automatically outputting. But again, like I said, I like to make sure that you can see flow. And so then we just need fluorite dust, which I'm going to assume is just like crushing it really quick. Yeah, so let's go back home into our crushing area. Let's get some fluorite. Like I said, we only need 3 of these, so I'm not going to go crazy. And you're a crushing factory. Crush that. Give me my dust. Fluorite dust. Go in there. Settle down. And there we go. Polonium pellets. And polonium pellets are not radioactive, by the way. So you don't have to worry about those messing you up. So we got 8 buckets in here. Bam. We have our polonium pellets. We can put those in there. And now we could probably make all of this stuff. We do have the advanced solar generator. We could take one from our lithium production because we're kind of not needing lithium anymore. But, like, is it necessary? I don't think so. Let's just go ahead and do it. And then you just need this module base, which just requires bronze nuggets. And bam, solar recharging unit done. So now all I need to do is kick off the craft of this 1048 million storage part, which is going to take absolutely forever. So we'll see where we end up with that. But yeah, at this point, we don't need to do anything with this anymore. So I'm going to go ahead and break this because we don't need it to be set up. And, but this is going to have to stay because it's got, well, this actually doesn't need to stay. This is empty. Let's go ahead and take that. And what if I can't. I think if I break this, what if I don't think it'll let me cardboard box because it has nuclear waste in there. Yeah, look. It's smart. It knows. It knows there's nothing I can do. Like that, I can just cardboard box. Boop. This, no cardboard boxing allowed. All right. Not that I wouldn't want that polonium back, but I just like, whatever. Okay. So that being said, let's turn off input on this guy on everything, so he doesn't get any more stuff inside of him. And I really just don't want this here. Maybe I'll try in between episodes to break this guy. I don't know. I don't know what to do with this guy. What could I do to like just destroy it and not have to worry about it? Just get rid of it. And well, we'll deal with it later. It's whatever. Okay, so you are back stuff on your polonium. Okay, so now we need to get our supercritical phase shifter set up. So I'm going to go ahead and pull up my copy and paste for that guy as well. And go over here. Copy paste gadget, please. And supercritical phase shifter looks something like this. So we can go ahead and set this guy up like over here, maybe. Does that seem reasonable? Reasonably centered. And yeah. So basically the way that this works is we feed power into this guy, into these lasers, and they will do the thing and convert polonium into antimatter. Just like that. Super duper simple. The reason I want to keep this area clear is because we're going to be setting up pneumatic craft, and I figure this is a good area to do that too. What if we put that there? I think that would be fine. So we have a spacing of 1, 2, 3 blocks. How many blocks did I do here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we need to bring it in just a bit. How about there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, yeah, that would work. And it matches this. And it's centered. Yes. Okay. So what we need to do is go home and make all this stuff. So let's go ahead and open up our material list and see what we need for this. Not a whole lot. Like, it's not too difficult, it looks like. Let me go ahead and pull up that screenshot that I just took so we can teach the system how to make this stuff. We're going to put this away for the time being and do some teaching. Okay, so reactor glass. We already have reactor glass taught. I need a bunch more of it, as in 120 more. Because we need a total of 122. So reactor glass is going to cook. We need SPS casings. We need polonium for that. Well, oh, and we need plutonium. Son of a gun. All right, well, I guess we're setting that guy back up. Good thing, I didn't tear it down. We also need to get plutonium, so let me add that to the list. Y'all are probably, those of you familiar with this are probably like, TheAndrata, you need all this stuff. What are you doing? Don't tear it apart. Don't do it. Don't do it. I did it. SPS port is going to require that, which is not too bad. Stone and supercharged coils is going to be this. So we need a bunch of polonium. Wow, we're going to need a lot of polonium, aren't we? It is 3 per SPS casing. 4 per SPS casing, and we need 60 of them. All right, we need a lot of polonium. We are going to have to figure that out. Let's go ahead and add those to there. Let's go with SPS casing. We need 60 of these. So we need 240, and then we also need I need to bump up our number of HDPE pellets apparently. And we need 60 plutonium. So how do we get plutonium? Plutonium is a mixture of water and plutonium. That is isotopic centrifuge of nuclear waste and plutonium. Okay. So let's go back out here. So we have nuclear waste coming into here. We're also going to need isotopic centrifuge. Come on. Make the thing. So you will make plutonium as a liquid, or well, a gas. And then from there, we need to convert that into pellet form using another pressurized reaction chamber with water. So what we can do is put our sink. Sink can go like, say, here. And then we can have a fluid pipe. And you are going to input fluids. You're going to input water from the right, okay? Apparently, you do need to be a permanent setup. So we are going to leave you here. And then we're going to get another pressurized reaction chamber, and it's going to go here. Does that one require fluorite dust as well? It does. So we're going to need a bunch of fluorite dust, apparently. So then you're going to need power. You're also going to need that polonium back. So we can go ahead and set this guy back up. Okay. So you're going to get polonium from the back, gases, back input. Okay. So that is you taken care of. Now you are going to need power and also nuclear waste. So the power, do you have a, can it come into the top? No, it doesn't look like it. I was like, I mean, it has a top in the UI, but that's okay. So you are going to be plutonium prod. So you'll get power, and then you're also going to need nuclear waste. So let's go ahead and fall down and grab you. Oh, thank goodness I didn't go one too far. I almost did. That would have been bad. You gases, bottom is an input. Do we not have any nuclear waste? Have we processed all of it? I think we did. Yeah. So nuclear waste is going to get split between these two then, but it's going to work. Okay, so there's plutonium, and then you're getting polonium, which is coming into here. So this is going to back stuff on the polonium. It'll back stuff on the nuclear waste for the time being. So then we're going to get a pipe here. You are going to output gases to the front. Yes. We're going to do something like so. And we need another pressurized reaction chamber. And we have the dynamic tanks, right? Yeah. So that's you and you. You're going to need power, and so are you. So let's get the points. So you can be polonium pellet production. And then you are plutonium pellet production. And then you drop there. Okay, so fluids, you already did your own thing with that, but that's fine. Gases from the back is an input, do nothing else. And then that is good to go, right? Yes, yeah, so you're gonna get your plutonium. We can fill the holes. Okay. Okay, so that is that and that. So what we need to do is go home. And we need fluorite dust. And we need quite a lot of it, it looks like. So fluorite, we need at least the 60 for the plutonium pellets. And then we need 240. That's the plutonium pellets. 128. That's 256. So bam. That is what we need of fluoride dust. So if we go to our mechanism area, into our crushing factory, and we crush all of this, that'll get us our fluorite dust that we're going to need. Now for the fluorite dust, I can put the 60 for the plutonium pellets in there, and then the rest can sit in a chest on the top. So then you have power, right? Didn't I? Do you not accept power from the bottom? Are you kidding me? Either of you? No, you did. Oh, you know what? I turned it off. I'm like, wait a minute, what? Energy from the bottom. Let me up. Okay, so then we just need to take this chest. We'll put this up on top, and we'll say for you, your items can be input from the top. And actually, no. Your items can input from over here, and we're going to need item pipe for that. Items can input from the left. And then fluorite dust. That's you. Okay, so you are going to start producing polonium. And then you can produce plutonium pellets. Okay, so then we're going to have an issue of nuclear waste from both of these. For that, so how much do we get per craft? It looks like 1 bucket for each one. Let's go ahead and sleep. So that this guy can continue processing. Bam. And then he's doing his thing. Bam. Are we backstuffing on nuclear waste? Are we producing that much? No, it doesn't look like it. Not yet, at least. Okay, so you guys are both full on your spent nuclear waste. Well, you're waiting for plutonium. Okay. So then the spent nuclear waste is going to be something that we need to take care of. So the SPS is going to end up coming over here, right? Or did I put it over here? Copy paste gadget. I have it coming over here. And we're going to have to import. So the import will be in the back. And it's going to be like here. Okay. So stick with me. Nuclear waste is going to have to come, or I'm sorry, the polonium. Yeah, polonium is going to have to come all the way down there. Maybe setting this thing up here was not the best idea. So what needs to happen is here. Ooh, this is going to be dangerous. Oh my goodness. It's a janky setup, that's for sure. What's going to happen is immediately it's going to fill with nuclear waste. Because I can't place the pressurized tube down first. So I need all of this nuclear waste to get processed. So let's turn this off. Scram. All the nuclear waste needs processed so that this pipe can clear, essentially is what I need. I need to set this pipe to, I mean, I could, just doesn't look as nice. I could go this way and go down so that it doesn't connect. And then that way this polonium can go all the way out to our SPS out here when this is ready. Because that's where this is going to be. So the polonium is going to have to come all the way over to here. And for that, I wonder, are we going to want faster pipes? Or are we just not? I don't know. We can upgrade. Pipes are easy to upgrade. So we can upgrade them if needed. So, oh, son of a gun. That was the wrong thing to click with. So what I'm going to do is let these things do their processing. And actually, you guys are, you're stuck. You can't do any more, can you? You're just doing plutonium. Because I want the nuclear waste to come out of... I don't know. All right. We'll figure it out next episode. If you enjoyed this episode, please feel free to like, comment, subscribe. I do appreciate it. It really does help out the channel. Thanks for stopping by. Thanks for watching. We'll see you in the next one. Have a good one.